Live with CDP Sports Talk, a weekly sports and entertainment podcast sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet. Live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And on audio via Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor FM, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Radio Public, and TuneIn. Now, here's your host, Chris Palme.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Season 11, Episode 15, overall 565 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, located at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Auto Mall. Check out their website, barrycullen.com, for the newest selection of new and pre-owned GM vehicles, along with a great selection of all electric vehicles and Cadillac vehicles as well. You can call the dealership at 519-824-0210 and tell them Chris Palme sent you, or you can email the dealership at info@barrycullen.com. Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership has been family run and operated here in the city of Guelph since 1969, and Barry Cullen Chevrolet has been a proud sponsor of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show for the last 3 years. I hope everyone is doing well on this Wednesday, July 30th, 2025. And I'm excited to have my guest on today. We're just waiting for her to come on. There's just been some Wi-Fi issues, and her name is Maurtrice Wagner, and she is a London-based actor represented by Zenith Artist Management, and Maurtrice brings commanding depth to film, TV, and stage roles. And she's a native of Ohio, and she's now based out of the London, UK area. So looking forward to today's guest, her first appearance, Maurtrice Wagner, and we're going to talk a little bit about her career and maybe transitioning from coming from the States to over to the UK as well. And we're going to bring Maurtrice Wagner on and talk a little bit about her career. Good afternoon, Maurtrice. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm good, Chris. How are you?
Good. Pardon me. It's good evening over in the UK. I believe it's around a little after 8 o'clock your time.
Oh, it's okay.
I guess you guys are about 5 hours ahead of us in the UK. Unfortunately,
yes, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the evening.
Maurtrice, I was going to say, how are things going for you right now with the acting and some of the opportunities? And just tell us a little bit about where you're living in the UK. And I guess you're a native of Ohio originally.
So yesterday, I just did an ad for Prostate Cancer UK. So that was the latest thing that I've done. I actually live just outside London. It's in a small village called Caterham. So it's very close to, very easy commute because most things are, let's just be honest, happening in London. So I live very, very close to there. I'm still working on getting a very big film. That's what I would like to do. And I've come close, very, very close. But as you know, auditioning and just, I like to say that my job is mostly auditioning and getting rejected. So, but it's great because I feel like now I'm in the mind space to where I see the audition not, I used to put so much pressure on myself to, to do well for the people that were in the room. Now I just audition and use it as a way to showcase my skills. So I'm a lot more confident when it comes to auditioning. I just need all these people to say yes because I can do it.
So you're originally a native of Ohio. How did you end up going over to the UK, and what kind of an adjustment was it for you at first coming over from the States?
Well, actually, it's because my husband is Irish. He's originally from here. So he never really got used to being in America. And we have a young son, and we thought it would be good for him to be raised here, just to give this area a try. And the adjustment, believe it or not, I got here during the height of COVID in 2020. So we spent a lot of time in the garden, didn't really get a chance to explore because everything was in lockdown. So just basically exploring the area, growth.
I do apologize. There is a bit of a Wi-Fi issue, so everybody that's watching live stream or on audio, I apologize. Hopefully we get through this, and that it's part of the technology. But Maurtrice, I wanted to ask you this too. What's the entertainment industry like over in the UK currently? I'm not sure if you heard my question or not. So.
Well, I would say that I share, although I love the American entertainment industry, don't get me wrong, but I think that talent based here. I think that I'm sorry?
Maurice, it's just a Wi-Fi issue. So I can see you. Okay, we'll try to get through this. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to get your opinion on the difference between the entertainment industry in the States and the UK, and can you just tell my audience a little bit about yourself? All right, everybody. I do apologize. Maurice is out in the UK, and I'm out here in
Can you
Canada,
hear me
so
okay now, Chris?
I can hear you okay now, like you're next to me.
Good, good, good.
We'll get
So
through it.
you were asking me about the, I think that to me, that in the UK is a lot of talent and a lot of people go to drama school and it's not so much about the glamorized, like in America, everything is glamour and glitz, but here it's the nitty gritty. It's the talent I think that matters the most and not just so superficial.
Have you picked up
That's been
obviously
my
so
experience.
you still have your American accent, but have you picked up a British accent now too?
No, no. And the reason being is because I feel like that's my unique selling point being here. So everybody has a British accent here, and everybody's trying to perfect their American accent to get more roles, whereas this is natural, so more authentic than that. So, and just being perfectly honest, I'm not very good at doing accents. Any different accents here. You can just go up the road and the accent will change. I went up to Liverpool for a job and I got lost and I couldn't understand anything anyone was saying. So it's a lot of different accents. I'm just
Do you
gonna
ever
keep this one. This is where for me. If they're looking for an American, that's me.
be yourself? Do you ever get homesick once in a while? And do you still have family down in the States too?
Yes, all of my family is in the States. My mom is the 11th child of 16 brothers and sisters. So my whole family is there. It's just my husband and my son here. I do get homesick, but mainly for the food. I miss the American food. I know it's supposed to be so unhealthy, but I miss all the unhealthy stuff. I miss hot dogs and I miss soul food. I miss the seasonings. I miss all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I really miss the food. I think I miss the food more than I miss my family.
What do you like about the UK? What are some things about the UK that you really enjoy?
I think that it's they get a lot of time off, like in regular jobs. The work to life balance is really good. Get care, right? It's a lot of good things. It's a lot of good things. I like the people. I like their sarcasm, which is totally different than American sarcasm. Um, so many things to like, and it's so easy to travel to Europe. It's so easy. Everything is very close. 2 hours, you're in another country speaking another language. So I love that.
What's the weather like? I've never been to the UK, but what's the weather like year around there?
Well, to be honest, it's really mild compared to Ohio, where we have extreme weather. It's really hot in the summer and absolutely freezing in the winter. It's never really too cold or too hot here. I mean, they've had a few hot days this year, but not hot to what I know to be hot. You, you know, so it's hot, but it's hot, and we get so much, and they get all the dusting. So it's never extreme weather. It's always mild.
The driving aspect. Obviously, we in North America drive on the left side in the left side of the vehicle. Now, have you gotten used to driving over in the UK on the right side of the vehicle? I want to apologize, everybody. It's just some Wi-Fi issues with my guest, so hopefully we can get this through the show with Maurtrice Wagner, and she is in the UK, so just bear with us. And I just wanted to ask you if you can hear me, okay? Have you transitioned into driving over in the UK? They do a little things a little
Chris,
different. Yes, I'm still here. Yes.
have a million roundabouts. I've never even driven. It's like one roundabout.
Yeah, here in Ontario now, we're getting a lot of roundabouts. So 5 years ago, I hated roundabouts, but I've driven in enough roundabouts now here in Ontario. I've kind of got used to it. I just don't know if I would be comfortable driving on the right side of a vehicle like they do in the UK because it's a little different.
It's not even. But you know what, Chris? It's not even that. It's no. When you first start driving,
Yeah.
and your judgment is off, and you don't know if you're too close to the middle, or that's what happens here because everything is so miniature. The streets are so small that incoming traffic you actually have to get over to let them through, which we never have to do because the roads are made for lots of vehicles, and they park on the street as well, so it's just too tight. It just gave me too many anxiety by just public transport. And their public transportation is very good. It's very efficient. So you can basically get anywhere. You can get anywhere in the whole country on public transport. And a lot of times public transport is quicker than driving.
Wow. You know what? It's like with Toronto or any major U.S. city, it's better to go on public transit than driving. And how small is it over in the UK for driving? And the streets really small.
Oh gosh, they are so small. It's so small. It puts me in the mind of what we would call a one-way street in America. And that's not a one-way street here. It's traffic moving in both directions and cars parked on both sides. That's the best comparison I could give. It's so small. I don't know how people do it. I have no intention, no, of driving. No, not anytime too soon.
Maurice, where did you attend school? And did you have any early influences in mentor in your acting career, entertainment industry career?
Yeah, so I went to school. I went to all of East Cleveland schools, and that's a small suburb right outside of Cleveland. And I went to a called the Eastland Theater, and I took acting classes with her there at the theater. And I got the lead part in all the plays as a child. And she just really nurtured my creativity and my imagination. She was an awesome, awesome teacher. And I still use a lot. I still use the warm up exercises that she taught me as a child. I still use those exercises today to get warmed up and to, get in the right frame of mind. She was just awesome. And she was at the Cleveland Theater, and I attended all East Cleveland schools. And the main reason that I decided to become an actor was I broke my arm when I was about 4, and it was a very bad break. It was horrible, and I was hospitalized. And Chevy Chase and Robin Williams came to visit me at the hospital. And at the time, Robin Williams was Mork from Ork. And they just came up to visit all the sick kids at Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital in Cleveland. And I loved Robin Williams so much. I love him so much. And I was just inspired. That's who ultimately inspired me to get into acting, was Robin Williams. He's my favorite. And as miserable as I was in the hospital, he just made me laugh the whole time he was there. He was great.
By the way, we have something in common. When I was, I think, 12 years old, I was playing baseball at home. And you know how Major League Baseball players would jump over the fence to bring back home run balls? Well, I tried to do that playing baseball, climbing the fence to catch a baseball like the major leaguers as a 12-year-old. And I ended up breaking my arm and actually separating it from my shoulder. And I had to go into a hospital for over a week. And I had the cast on my arm for about 9 months.
Oh,
But no Chevy Chase and no Robin Williams for me.
yeah, that's the way I was.
And I was a lefty, and it was my right arm, so I
I
couldn't
think it
even
was
get out of
just
school.
I think it was just like a, oh no, no, no. I think it was just like a coincidence, and they were coming to visit. I don't know if they were filming something at the time in Cleveland, but they just came to visit all the kids on the
Amazing,
children's ward at the hospital. So,
amazing.
yeah.
I'll get to Chevy Chase in a minute, but Robin Williams, obviously Mork from Ork, that was one of my favorite TV shows. Was there a favorite episode in that for you? And as for him in the movie industry, was there a favorite Robin Williams movie too?
Oh my goodness. I don't care what Robin Williams is in. I'm watching it. He was so versatile to me. And then I found out that the extras that are in the movies, the only way he would participate in a project is if he can get extras from the homeless population in the community. So he would go and get homeless people to play extras so that they could get a meal and have a few dollars in their pocket. And he did that for every production he was on. So it doesn't matter whatever Robin Williams is in, but I do love Miss Doubtfire though.
Same here. That was great. And for Mork and Mindy, one of my favorite episodes was Mork in Wonderland, where he ended up, I guess, shrinking and ended up really small. And I guess it was kind of a tear of the Incredible Shrinking Man, and I thought that was one of his funniest episodes.
Okay.
And he was
Wow.
also,
Yeah, I
and he
remember
was,
what did he used to say? Nanu, nanu. Wow.
yeah. And he was actually, he originally went on Happy Days. He got the role of Mork and Mindy on Happy Days. He was on an episode there on Happy Days originally.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yes,
Oh,
I believe it
learn
was in
something new every day.
yes, I think it was 76, 77 when he got a guest appearance on Happy Days. And I guess the people that made Happy Days are the ones that produced Mork and Mindy. And that's how he got the role from his appearance on Happy Days. Just like
Morgan Mindy.
Penny
Okay.
Marshall. Just like Penny Marshall and Cindy Williams from Laverne and Shirley, they made a guest appearance on Happy Days before they got their show too. Unfortunately, with Robin, he passed away too much. He passed away much too soon, and unfortunately, he made other people laugh. But I guess inside he wasn't happy himself, and it was just a real tragedy when he committed
Yeah.
suicide.
Yeah. Yeah. Really was. And I think that you find that a lot of people who are really funny like that, I think that they want people to be happy because they might not be, and they don't want people to feel that way. I think that's what I've heard. I've heard a lot of that, and it's really tragic.
And as for Chevy Chase, I always remember him as Clark Griswold from the Vacation movies.
Oh, what is that? What's the family called? I can't even remember now. Wow. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, I remember. I remember.
And his time with
Chevy
Saturday Night Live.
Chase. Yeah.
Absolutely. Maurtrice, gotta ask you this: When did you
Of course.
when did you develop an interest for the entertainment industry as an actress? For those people watching live stream or on audio, I do apologize. There are a little bit of Wi-Fi glitches, so we're going to work through it and hopefully get through the show. We're just talking to Maurtrice Wagner, a U.S.-born actress who's in the UK area right now. Can you hear me now, Maurtrice? Okay, just bear with us, guys. Like I said, are you just kind of? It's just because
yes. You said. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I can repeat the question. When did you develop an interest for the entertainment industry as an actress? And we just lost our guest, but Maurtrice Wagner is going to rejoin us. So I do apologize again. This does happen in TV, happens in radio, and happens in live streaming industry. And you know what? Since we're waiting for Maurtrice Wagner to come back on, I'm going to play a little clip of Maurtrice Wagner's acting reel. And we're going to play it right now as we wait for our guest to join us. And just 1 second, we're going to play Maurtrice Wagner's, and it's an acting reel. And also we'll do some from her commercials. Hopefully we can get her back on here. Just the issue with the Wi-Fi on her end.
Our virtual assistant is on hand 24/7 for quick answers to your questions. Fitting seamlessly into your busy day, our round-the-clock online services allow you to update your details within minutes.
Merry Hill. Be merry, be bright.
and that was courtesy of Maurtrice Wagner. That was a little acting reel, and I'm going to play one of her commercials that she did as well. We've got her back on, guys. Everybody, again, thank you for your patience. Thank you to Maurtrice for her patience, and we're going to try to get through this show as well. And Maurtrice just played a little reel of your acting stuff there too as well, and just wanted to ask you again, when did you get that acting bug?
Mm. Well, to be honest with you, I don't know when I didn't have it because I've always, even performing in the living room for my parents, I'm sure I drove them nuts. I was always pretending, I was always making up something, and they were my first audience. I didn't even know what I was doing was actually called acting. I was just pretending and I would make up stories about who I was. So that's where, I mean, to be honest, I don't even have a time that I didn't want to be acting.
A good imagination.
Yes.
You had a very good imagination. Do you also have some favorite female actresses and male actors that you really enjoyed and some favorite movies?
Some of my favorite movies or my favorite actors, you said?
Yes, I wanted when you were talking about your imagination and creativity, and you've always had the acting bug. Just who were some of your favorite female actresses and male actors when you were growing up?
Oh, when I was growing up, one of my favorite movies was The Never Ending Story. So I would pretend to be every character in The Never Ending Story. But my favorite actor, like I said, was Robin Williams. And then as I got older, I like Angela Bassett. She's just phenomenal, untouchable. I just love everything about her style and her versatility. Um, and I relate to her a lot. I relate to the roles that she plays. I can see myself playing everything that she's been in. I just Viola Davis. I love her. Absolutely love her. I love Samuel L. Jackson. I like these. I like Samuel L. Jackson because even though it seems that he got his start later in life, he actually didn't. He was still grinding and hustling, but he got his big break where everybody knows he was in his 40s. So, um, yeah, that I'm just really inspired by a lot of these great actors that are still around and still on the screen and still entertaining us. But yeah, Angela Bassett is my favorite, my all-time favorite. I think she'll always be as far as a woman. And I love Morgan Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson, just love those actors. And I like Kate Winslet as well. She's very good. She's very raw. Her acting style is so authentic. And I feel like I would be able to get along with her, just outside of acting. I feel like she's so real and across on the screen and everything she plays in is just so believable. I love it. Her style. So these are the people I look up to and I look for inspiration and I like to listen to things that they say, outside of acting because it all depends. Acting is all about what headspace you're in and how you can connect with the character. So, and I love their ability to do that. I love their ability to connect with these different characters that they portray.
Maurice, I'm going to put you on the spot with these two questions. In your opinion, what makes a good actor, actresses in 2025, and how would you describe yourself as an actress? I'm not sure if you heard my question
I'm
okay.
sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay, you know what? We'll do it again, but for the audience again, bear with us. It's just some Wi-Fi issues, and we're gonna get through this. Wanted to ask you this too. I've learned how to ad-lib as a talk show host and think on your feet, and I'm sure you have to do that in the entertainment industry as well.
Mhm.
What makes a good actor, actress in 2025, and how would you describe yourself as an actress, and how much have you evolved as an actress over the years?
Hmm. The only thing I can say, in my opinion, what makes a good actor is the believability, the ability to draw your audience in. I mean, if you're on stage, if you're in a film, it's the ability to draw the audience in and to make the story believable, and to separate you from the character, if they can. Because if you go and you see it's Angela Bassett, it's not Angela Bassett. She's the queen of Wakanda, and it's believable, and you believe that. So it's about transforming, the audience and letting them come with you on this journey and making it very believable. And I've certainly evolved as an actress throughout my career, because when you're a child actor, everything is based off of imagination, and you still take a lot of that with you as an adult, but it's different because then you have life experience as well to draw from these different situations. And for whatever reason, I'm always playing a mom. Like, that is my new thing. That is my new thing, I guess. It's people's perception. Mom, 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 mom. That is the thing now, which is fine because it's great because I am a mom, so it doesn't, I'm like, wow, so I guess I'm a mom now. But it's absolutely wonderful because I can draw off of all of that life experience that I have that I wasn't able to do in my earlier days when I was younger. Now I've been through so much and I've grown so much, and I can relate to so many different characters that I might be playing. And it becomes easier. It becomes a lot easier when you have that life experience. So the older you get and the more experience you get, as far as I'm concerned, I think I've evolved because I have all this life experience now. I'm wiser, a lot wiser.
What are your thoughts on character development and staying in character? And when you're playing a certain character, how important is it to stay in character and to do your homework on the character? And do you feel the producers and directors let you add a little bit of your personality to that character? Were you able to hear my question? I'm not sure if you were able to hear it or not. Did you want me to repeat the question again? All right, everybody. It's just like I said, it's just a Wi-Fi issue. It's kind of hit and miss today, so we'll get through this. And Patrice was kind enough to come on and talk to us about her acting career and what makes a good actor and actress these days. Mauritrice, if you can hear me, I guess with the Wi-Fi issues, I wanted to get your thoughts on character development, the importance of character development and staying in character. And do the producers and directors give you a little bit of insight into your character, or let you add to the character that you're playing in a role?
Can I get that question one more time?
Okay, no problem. I wanted to get your thoughts on character development and staying in character, and do producers and directors let you add a little bit of your personality to that character in a role you're doing?
So your question is about character development.
Yes, we'll keep it short. Yes, we'll keep it short because of the Wi-Fi issue. Just your thoughts on character development and the importance of staying in character when you're playing a role. Well,
Okay,
we're gonna
so as far as character development, it really depends on who the character is. So whatever their backstory is, I'm not really what they call a method actor. So with me, for the time that I have to be the character, and then I come home, I completely turn it off. And I think that's healthy for me mentally because I tend to play a lot of dramatic characters and hard hitting characters. So I think it's important for me to turn that part off. And as far as character development, it's all about getting to know who the character is, what they're about, where they were born, what kind of life they had growing up, why they are the way they are, why they make the choices they make. It makes it a lot easier to portray these characters when you know their backstory. And it also helps you to relate to them because a villain, and I love playing villains don't realize that they're villains. They think they're right. So that's how I developed the character, just by getting to know them, their backstory, and why they make the decisions they make.
gonna put you on the spot here. Which villain has been your favorite to play so far in your acting career? Just in case you
Hmm.
didn't. Okay, put you on the spot here. And what makes a good
Mm.
villain character?
See, because every villain that I've ever picked, every villain that I've they always turn out, even though they come across really harsh, they usually have a reason for being the way that they are. And to be honest, every story that I've been in, it has a twist in it. So they're not really the villain. They just appear to be that way until the story unfolds. So I participated in the Cannes Film Festival where I played a mom who who seemed to be one way. She seemed to be very straight laced, and um, her son turned out to be gay, and it didn't seem like she was interested in that at all. And she was very religious, and it just didn't seem that it would turn out the way that it did, that she would be supportive. But she was in the end, but she was actually my favorite character to play. But she did end up being very supportive, but it just didn't seem that way because of, how she was portrayed initially.
Which character have you played so far was maybe the most challenging in your career so far?
Oh, wow. Well, I did a stage play, for weigh-ins and a funeral, which I had a recurring role. I've done it twice now for 2 runs, where I play a character named Marcia. And it's a group like kind of like what we have in America, where it's like Weight Watchers, and they're a real supportive kind of group. And anyway, they're very close, but they're all from different backgrounds. And she's an American woman, and she lives here in the UK, and she's diagnosed with terminal cancer. And so it was a very, very difficult role to play. Theater is a totally different ball game than film anyway. And the having the added layer of playing someone who's dying, but who she's accepted it. She's accepted her death, and she just wants to be treated normally and go on with the little life that she has left. So it was very challenging, very challenging because I don't know if I would be as strong as Marcia. You know, she was very strong all the way to the end, and she was laughing and just great all the way to the very end. But that's one of those characters that you learn from, you know, because we just don't know what's going to happen in life. But I can always look back at her and her resilience after she got this terrible news. And she was a mom, she was a wife, you know, she had all these good things going on in her life. And she was, you know, diagnosed with this terminal illness. And she decided to be very brave, though, you know. So, yeah, and it was a challenge for me. It was great. Most actors love to play someone that's dying, you know, because that gives you a chance to really, really do it. But it was a challenge for me. It was because I really connected with her, and that was the most challenging role.
What do you enjoy the most about stage compared to filming a movie?
Well, I would have to say that with stage, I mean, acting is acting, don't get me wrong, but stage is rough. Stage is hard. Stage is live. And you have to keep showing up and you have to keep finding a way to stay fresh in that character night after night after night after night, where you're not just saying lines. You have to connect with the audience each and every time. They're right there in your face, just a few feet away, you know. So I think your level of acting has to really, really be up there because there's no cut, there's no takes. You have to be on your game. So I think that is good for all actors, whether you're film, TV, commercial. It's good to practice that real acting muscle, which is theater, live theater. It's great, but it's certainly a challenge for me. And every time I get the opportunity to do it, I will do it because I think that's how I got started. I got started on stage. So I feel at home there, but each time it challenges me.
What was it like being on four weigh-ins in a funeral? And just maybe talk a little bit about the cast, like how even in a stage production, it's truly a team effort. Everyone has to work together, not just the on-air talent, but the behind-the-scenes crews too.
Yeah, so it's the cast was great. They were absolutely great. Everyone was cast pretty. It was, I mean, when it's a live on theater, like I said, it's already a less stress there. And if somebody forgets their lines, if something goes wrong, over, you have to keep on going. The show must go on. And luckily, we had formed this real bond. The ladies that became real friends, like lifelong friends now. We still have a WhatsApp group where we all talk. So it was good that we had those rehearsals and that connection so that we could connect on stage and the audience could see that it was actually real because these are actual people that I actually care about, you know. So it was great. It was great. The theater was wonderful. The cast was great. The crew was great. Everyone does it works like a well-oiled machine. The director, she's great. You know, she actually wrote the play based off of her own experiences with weight loss group and ships she's formed. So it was based off of real characters, and they all came to the play. So that was another added bonus, which was awesome.
Maurtrice, can you tell us a little bit about being trained at Shaw High School in 1995 and how important that training and education was to developing your career?
So, yeah, at Shaw High School, I participated in a lot of the plays that was there. Um, so it was just basic high school courses. But I had a very, very good teacher there. Her name was Carolyn Shahid. And she just made me really, really proud to be who I am. She was my Black history teacher. And she told us about all of these great Black Americans and all the work that they had done and the inventions and everything. It just inspired me just to try to rise up and be like one of these people that she told us about. So that's why I always say that I was trained at Shaw High School, because it's a it's a real life school and it's a real life experience. I've never been formally trained to be an actor, as far as going to drama school or anything like that. Because I think I'm okay. Everything comes from life experience.
Life experience. For those people watching our show live stream or on audio, Maurtrice, from your experiences, what advice would you give to somebody that's looking to get into the entertainment industry? And how important is it to wear many different hats? Not just a hat on my head, but being versatile and being able to do a little bit of everything in the entertainment industry.
Well, see, me, I'm just a one-trick pony. All I can do is act. That's it. I have no other talents. I can't do anything else, which is nice because I know I can't sing, I can't dance, I can do none of those things. I am just an actor. Now I can play many different characters, but that is it. That's all. That's all God gave me. He said, "Here you go. One thing, acting."
I'm going to put you on the spot here. If there's a movie made about your life and you could have one actress, which actress would play Maurtrice Wagner?
Of course, Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett. Easily. There is no, I mean, I don't even have to think about that one. My girl, Angela, would definitely.
And as for your husband,
Yes.
As for your husband, what male actor would you have play him?
Oh, wow. Liam Neeson.
Who's starring in the new Naked Gun movie?
Liam Neeson. Definitely.
Liam Neeson. Hey, I wanted to ask you this too, as an actor.
Naked Gun with Pamela Anderson. Yeah. Definitely. I had an audition with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Do tell. I think you froze up. It was you were gonna.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't. Yeah. But yeah, he's a really nice guy.
And that's important too. You can be in any career and be talented, but if you're a jerk or you're difficult to work with, nobody wants to work with you. I just think in any career, it's important to be a good person. Maurtrice, I want to get your thoughts. There are so many reboots of TV shows and movies these days. What are your thoughts on the reboot and the lack of creativity in this industry, especially in the States?
Well, I think that the reason that that's happening, I think, is because it's just easy for the studios to make money, just keep on regurgitating the same kinds of ideas, ruining all of my childhood shows and movies. And I mean, some things I do give a chance, some things I say, well, yeah, let's see, depending on who's going to be in it and what the fresh take is on it. But I think that we need new things and I think we need new ideas because I meet so many people that are excellent writers, up and coming, and they have wonderful stories to tell. And I think they should be given an opportunity to tell their stories, because we've been there, done that already. But I think it's basically about money, and they know that it's a sure shot. At least I don't know. I wish we could see fresher things, newer things, because the creativity and the imagination is there. It's there. I see it everywhere I go. The talent is there.
Now, I
It's
can't.
just they have to be willing to take a chance on people, but it's definitely there. It's time for new things.
Totally agree. Now, also, I don't know about the UK, but I know in the US and Canada, movie theaters seem to be shrinking due to live streaming. What are your thoughts on that? Did you want me to repeat the question? I wasn't sure if you heard me or not. Just wanted to get your thoughts on live streaming
Can you
and
repeat the question?
yeah,
Yes.
thoughts on live streaming, which is kind of shrinking the movie theaters. I know in the States and Canada they seem to be less and less nowadays.
You mean as far as like
More and more people now are staying at
Netflix and
home.
things like that?
Yes, yeah, more and more people are watching from home on Netflix and that instead of going to the movie theaters.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm mentioning like two or three words.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on live streaming and how it's kind of diminishing movie theaters in the U.S. and Canada. I'm not sure about the UA, the UK, and also how much has AI affected the movie theater, or AI has affected the film industry.
You know, I think that it's very scary as far as AI is concerned, as far as this entertainment industry is concerned. I know that SAG, which I'm not a part of because I live here, but I know that they wrote some good stuff in the contracts as far as AI and um, as far as like duplicating your image and different things like that. I also know that on the flip side, productions can go a lot faster using AI and different things like that, whereas it shortens the time sometime by half with the different technology that they have. So they are able to produce more content and more things as far as that. But I think that we have to be very, very careful in this industry where AI, um, because like for instance, right now, come me, you know. So I think we have to have better regulation here in the UK about as far as what AI can and can't do, how your image can be used, how it can be duplicated, different things like that. I think that it has to be regulated, and I think we have to be very, very careful because it's only going to get better. The technology is only going to get better, just like with everything else. So we have to be really, really careful with AI. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of good that it can be used for, but I don't want to sell actors short as far as AI. I think we just have to be vigilant and be careful and put regulations and laws in place that's going to protect real people.
As an actress, how important is branding and marketing and having the right agent and management team represent you in this industry?
To me, that is so very important, and it's changing all the time what that actually means as far as branding and marketing. I am a true hustler, and I hustle, and I try to meet as many people as I can, people that I think can help me as far as in this industry. Is so important to have the right representation, because if you have that, they can open doors for you. They can at least get you in the door, get you seen, get you in different rooms. So you want to have the best representation, a team that you can communicate with, where it's effective communication, where you don't feel weird about contacting your agent. It should be open, it should be easy. It's just a team effort. It's not I think a lot of times people tend to put your agent as like an employee employer relationship, and it's not that at all. It's a team. You and your agent should be on the same team. It's no hierarchy in that. You know, it's the same thing with cast and directors. Everybody there wants the same thing. We're all trying to get this job and do the best that we can. So I think as long as you can have really good communication with your agent, that is the most important thing for me. Having a really good agent, somebody I can talk to, like, hey, look, this is what I want. This is where I see my career going. And you have to be on the same path with them. You know, it's so important. It's so important. And I'm a very vocal person. I speak up for myself. So that's good. My parents raised me to keep it real. So that's what I do. So I try to have really good communication with any agent I might be with. But it's vital. It's vital for your success. And then just because you have an agent doesn't mean that you have to stop marketing yourself and hustling and doing and trying to do things for yourself, because you are a brand at the end of the day. It's a business. This is how I feed my family. This is how I pay my bills. So yeah, it's the business side of acting, and you have to really be on top of it, and you do have to have very good people in your corner to help you, because you don't know everything and you're not supposed to. So
When looking for an agent, what was the first thing you were looking for when you approached your agency for someone to represent you? What was the number one thing?
the number one thing for me, I think, was just being on the same page as far as where I'd like my career to go. And I also like to have that really good communication, where it's a contract over, or just whatever the case may be, that they're only a phone call away, and that we can have that kind of really good communication. So I do a lot of research to you you know as far as agents, I write to casting directors, I write to agents.
Maurtrice, as we wrap up the show in 5 minutes, I just wanted to play a clip of audio clip of some of the commercials you did, and I thought it was a wonderful job. Please let me know if you can hear the audio okay. If not, I'll fire the audio guy, which is me. But this is your voice demo. It's from the appspotlight.com site. 1 second.
Technology.
Yes, when it works, it's great. But when it doesn't, it can be frustrating. Just 1 second.
Joe's Rib Shack, located in Cleveland's downtown historic district. All you can eat ribs with all the sides, macaroni and cheese, candy yams, and collard greens, and much, much more. With live jazz every Tuesday night. Bring your appetite and leave the rest to Joe. With an unresponsive casualty, your priorities are to maintain an open airway, to maintain blood circulation, and to breathe for the casualty. In an adult, the first minutes after the heart stops, the blood oxygen level remains constant, so chest compressions are more important than rescue breaths in the initial phase of resuscitation. After about 2 to 4 minutes, the blood oxygen level falls and rescue breathing becomes more important. The combination of chest compressions and rescue breaths is known as cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or CPR. We've got the perfect getaway for you. Expose Cruises offers 7-day cruises to the Bahamas. Explore this beautiful tropical paradise. Go snorkeling or sit back and relax on board with exquisite cuisine and onboard entertainment. Expose Cruises, exclusive and all-inclusive.
Thoughts on that voice demo? And I guess we lost her. Okay, everybody, we're going to try to wrap up the show in a couple minutes, but my guest, Maurtrice Wagner, who's been great coming on today, has had some issues with her Wi-Fi. So hopefully we can get her to come back on to wrap up this show as well. But you can follow Maurtrice Wagner on these social media platforms. You can follow her on Instagram, and you can follow her on appspotlight.com, and she's on Facebook as well. I think we brought her back, and we're gonna try to wrap up this show. But again, I want to say thank you to Maurtrice Wagner for coming on, and for everybody for bearing with us with some of the Wi-Fi issues. You're back. How are you? I wanted to get your thoughts on that voice demo reel and the importance of having good demo reels as an actress or anybody in the entertainment industry. I guess I'll ask the question again because I'm not sure you heard it the first time. Just thoughts on your demo reels and how important they are as for actors in the entertainment industry. Okay, I'll try one more time. I'm not sure you heard the question. I just wanted to get Maurtrice. I just want to get your thoughts on your demo reel and your audio reel, and the importance of having good demo reels and actually resumes being an actor.
I think as far as demo reels, they are important because it's just like it's a resume and it showcases your skills. So if you're saying that you can act, then you should have an example, at least a small example of you acting, because that's what you're sending out and people want to know what you can do. They're more important to some people as far as cast and directors than they are to others. But at the end of the day, they all want to see what you look like, what you sound like, if you're capable of acting, because you say you are. So they're very important to me. I think at least if you can't get a professional one, or at least they want to see you acting. Even if it's a monologue, I mean, it's always better to have another person that you can act with, but you want to showcase that. You want to showcase that. Just get some good lighting, good sound, a good old iPhone, and just have at it. If that's what you have, you have to start somewhere. But it is important. It's very important. I don't know if it's important to pay thousands of dollars to get these professional reels they have now, where it's a montage and all of that, and it's big budget. And I don't think that's necessary. But I think it is very important to showcase your ability, even in a small clip. Is a professional can see whether or not you have it, or whatever it is that they're looking for a certain role. So I would say it's very important.
Thoughts on some of your voiceover work? Do you plan on doing more voiceover work for like commercials
I
and
really,
TVs?
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I really enjoy doing voiceovers. Um, I know I did one in particular for British Airways. It was so much fun. I just had to simply ask questions that an American would ask British people. So it was really nice. I think it took all of about 30 minutes. It took me longer to get to the studio than it than it did for me to actually do the job. So I really enjoy doing the voiceover. It's really nice. I was looking into it, I think that because I have all the equipment, I have my own studio here, but I've just been so busy. But if an opportunity comes up, I'll definitely take it because I really enjoyed it.
My last show, I had some voiceover actors or actors from Los Angeles. They're on an
Oh,
animation or cartoon series called God's Game. It's on YouTube. It's got like almost 2 million followers on YouTube, and
oh,
people don't. They're I should put you in touch with them. They do a really good job, and it was the first time I've ever interviewed a voiceover artist. And people don't realize in the cartoon industries too, it's the voice that gives the character life, especially with the Simpsons and all these other cartoon series over the years as well.
yes, yes. It's the voice. It's the voice. It is.
If you were offered a role on a series, would you like to play the villain or would you like to play one of the good guys?
Hmm. I think a little bit of both, Chris. I think it's interesting because I think you have to be in life. You're a villain to someone. You are, believe it or not, even though you're a wonderful, sweet guy, somebody thinks you're a villain. You know what I'm saying? So I think I want to do both. I don't know if I want to be a villain that ultimately turns into the good guy, or the good guy that turns into the villain, because I think that's really authentic. That happens a lot to people. We start off one way and go the other. So I don't know. I'm pretty good at being the villain, though.
By the way, most of your films and stuff like that, are they available on like Netflix and Amazon Prime? Because I would like to watch some of your past projects and
So
films.
I have a film coming out on Amazon. It's with the actor Leon. Do you know Leon?
No, I don't.
Okay, so that's just his name. His name is Leon. It's no surname
Okay.
or anything like that. He's he played in like wow, so many, the Five Heartbeats. He's been in so many different things. And so we have a production coming out where I actually play his mom. Of course, I play the mom. I play his mom in his younger days, though, and it's called Jingle Hells. It is a Christmas movie. It's a
Okay.
comedy. It's a comedy, and it's going to be on Amazon Prime.
And do you have any other projects coming up?
Oh, wow. Most of the projects that I have, I do a lot of corporate work. So when I say corporate, I mean things like, you know how when you go for a job and it's somebody showing you how to do something, when you first get hired, that kind of thing.
Training, yeah,
Yes,
training they used to call it.
that would be me. That would be me. I do a lot of those because they're good, they're fun, and they pay the bills. Um, so I do a lot of those. Um, I just had that commercial yesterday with Prostate Cancer UK. I was a consultant for an organization called LHH, and I know that that's coming out really soon. It's I think they help companies to succeed in some kind of way. I'm not really sure. I was just acting. I don't know, but I know that I have that project coming up. Um, oh wow! And I'm doing a film. Unfortunately, I can't say anything about the film, but I am in an upcoming film, so just have to look out for me.
Or you can send me a message because I would like to support
Yes,
your work.
of
I
course.
would love to. I would love to support your work, and wanted to ask you this too before we wrap this up. Any plans for your own website and maybe a podcast and maybe merchandise in the future?
Oh wow, that's something to consider. I hadn't really thought about that, but I'm certainly gonna give it some thought. Maybe a podcast. I listen to enough of them. So I listen to a lot of actors' podcasts, really interesting. So who knows, Chris? The sky's the limit.
And this your first Canadian podcast you've been on?
Yes, yes. The very first Canadian podcast.
Hopefully one day you'll get to come out. Have you been to Canada before in the past?
Yes, I went to Niagara Falls. I got on the Maid of the Mist and went up
Missed.
under the falls. I went to Toronto. Yeah, I've been there.
Hopefully you'll come back again.
Of
And have you
course.
definitely, because I live like less than an hour from Toronto. And also, have you ever thought about doing stand-up comedy? I've interviewed a number of actors and actresses, and they've actually transitioned into doing stand-up comedy. Have you ever thought about that in the future?
I'm not funny. I'm not funny, Chris. I am not funny. Ain't nobody gonna laugh at me.
I will. I will.
No, I'm not funny. I'm not. I mean, I'm just not. Are you think I could be funny?
Yes. Yes.
No.
Just be yourself. Be your, be yourself.
No.
And I do this segment when we wrap the show up with all my guests. What are some fun facts or a fun fact about Maurtrice Wagner that your fans might not know about you?
A fun fact. Let me see. Hmm. Well, believe it or not, I was born with 6 fingers. That is a fun fact. 6 fingers. Yeah, freaked my mom out. But it's from my dad's side. It's from my dad. My dad doesn't have 6 fingers, but all his brothers have 6 fingers. And it skipped over my dad and it went to me. And one of my sons was also born with 6 fingers. So it's 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 a very creepy thing, but it's a very interesting thing. We've done a lot of research on why people have 6 fingers and all of this stuff. So it's a thing in our family about just 6 fingers. That's the most interesting thing about myself. The most unique thing is that I have 6 fingers. What about you, Chris?
A
Anything you
fun
want to
fact.
share?
Oh, I was good. Okay, a fun fact about
Hmm.
me is I'm left-handed,
Yep.
and when I was younger,
Oh,
I did not like public speaking. I always avoided public speaking. I hated public speaking in front of cameras, in front of people, and I've reinvented myself at the age of 53. So I self-taught myself into media and radio five
oh.
and a half years ago. So I love what I'm doing, and I love doing this because of the storytelling aspect, the learning aspect, and connecting with my guests as well. But my big fun fact, I would say, is I'm left-handed.
My mom is left-handed. My mom is left-handed. Yeah, yeah. You guys hold the pencil funny.
Hey, since you said you're from Cleveland, Ohio, I've been there a few times. I've been to
Oh.
Cedar Point and Sandusky. I've been to a
Hmm.
couple Guardian. They used to be called the Indians, but the
Yeah, yeah.
Guardians. I've had a good time in Cleveland. Were you a sports fan when you were in the Cleveland
Of
area?
course. Go Cavs. Go Browns.
Cavaliers.
Of course. Of course. Yes, yes. I love the Cleveland Cavaliers. I love the Cleveland Guardians and I love the Cleveland Browns. Yes, I'm definitely a sports fan. Definitely. I
One of
love
my
Cleveland.
one of my friends, longtime friends, used to be a weather announcer on TV in Cleveland. Her name was Bess McLeod, and her husband Fred McLeod the late Fred McLeod used to be the voice of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, wow. How
So
cool is that?
yes,
That's awesome.
I would like to get back to Cleveland at some point. It's a fun city, and they love
It
their
is.
sports. What's your favorite food and drink in Cleveland or in Ohio when you're
Oh,
back then?
Polish boys. Polish boys and corned beef. You must
Corned
have
beef.
it's a corned beef sandwich. You must, if you go to Cleveland, you must have a corned beef sandwich and you must have a Polish boy. A Polish boy is exclusive. Well, I know they probably done branched out now, but it is a Cleveland invention. So yes, you must have a Polish boy. I miss Polish boys so much. And I miss corned beef sandwiches. And you must go to Slyman's to get a corned beef sandwich.
Corned beef sandwich. Okay. And when you're in Canada, you gotta have poutine, which is French fries, gravy, and cheese curds.
Oh, that sounds so lovely, though.
It's
Mm.
not healthy, but it tastes good.
Hey, that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Finally, as we wrap this show up, this is a new segment I created for my show. It's called Ask the Host CDP a Question segment. Do you have a question to put me on the hot seat?
Hmm. I think I kind of did by making you give me a fun fact.
I used to be 5'9", now I'm 5'6".
How'd that happen?
I turned 50.
Oh, really? People started shrinking then, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, how does it feel? Are you okay with it?
Yeah, I get into places for a reduced price.
Oh, whatever.
You gotta try to be funny. Try to be funny.
Of course.
But I love doing this, and I was on a radio station in Georgia for 2 years, doing my show remotely like this, and I'm hoping to get this show back on a radio station. And I've been very lucky. I've done 600 plus episodes, and it's the guests that make this show. And I want to say thank you, Patrice, for coming on today and being patient with me with the Wi-Fi issues. And
Of course.
I would love to have you come back on my show again in the future and continue success. And we'll definitely send you the full video, the audio, and I will edit the video into 40-second clips for you as well. And if you're able to give me a video shout out, that would be great too. If not, no worries. And continued success. And I'm looking forward to watching some of your movies on Amazon Prime and Netflix or wherever they're available. Where can as we wrap this up, where can my audience follow you on social media and the best way of contacting you online?
The best way to contact me is through Instagram. Yeah, follow
Okay.
me on Instagram or even Facebook. Anywhere online is fine. Anywhere, anywhere, all social media. I answer everyone.
You know, it's funny, as we're ending this show, the audio has gotten better now.
I know. That's technology for you, right?
Absolutely. But hey, we got through this, and I want to say thank you so much. And I'm going to look forward to seeing more of your films and more of your work, and definitely be able to promote you here in Canada as well.
Oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you. I certainly appreciate it. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much and have a good evening and get some
You
sleep.
do the same. I will. I
And
will.
and and I will send you our I'll send you our whole entire episode when I get a little bit of chance this evening as well. But continue success, Maurice, and thank you so much for coming on.
No problem. Thank you, and you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. All right, guys, that concludes season 11, episode 15 overall. 565 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show brought to you by Barry Cullen Chevrolet here in Guelph. I want to say thank you to my guest, Maurtrice Wagner, a U.S. born actress who's now in the UK, and check out some of her work: Four Weigh-ins in a Funeral, Room Service, Jingle Hells, which is coming out on Amazon Prime. She's done work for British Airways, the HSBC Bureau Board, and I forgot to ask her about her hobbies. She's into horseback riding and yoga as well. So we'll try to get Maurice Wagner back on our show again in the future. And again, I do apologize for some of the audio Wi-Fi issues today with our guests, but we got through the show as well. And before we wrap up this show, guys, I have another announcement to make. The next Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, sponsored by BarryCollin.com, is going to be Thursday, July 31st, which is tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, with a special guest, WWE superfan Nikki Whitehorse, and I have another special guest, stand-up comedian out of Michigan, Cameron Kay. They're both going to come on, and we're going to talk about the impact Hulk Hogan had on the WWE and the world of sports entertainment. We're going to talk about the return of Roman Reigns, and we're going to preview and predict matches for SummerSlam 2025, which is a two-day event taking place at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So I'm looking forward to having Nikki Whitehorse, who's already been on my show, and Cameron Kay, a stand-up comedian, and it's going to be a WWE show. So if you're a fan of sports entertainment and the WWE, check out Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. Again, brought to you by Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership. Thursday, July 31st at 8:30. The next Argo Bounce Show, episode 7 with Nick Small and myself, is going to be Friday, August 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern, 90 minutes before the Argos Bombers rematch at Princess Auto Stadium in Winnipeg. So check out the Argo Bounce podcast show, pre-game show with Nick Small and myself, Friday, August 1st, 7 o'clock. Me and Nick are going to break down the Argos 31-17 home win against the Bombers and maybe play some videos of post-game interviews I did in the Argos locker room. And also, we're going to preview the Argos game in Winnipeg that night at 8:30. And if the Argos can win straight game against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers team. And Nick and I will do our CFL Week 9 picks as well. So make sure you check out Live with CDP on Thursday at 8:30, WWE show, and then Friday, August 1st, 7 o'clock, the Argo Bounce podcast show with Nick Small. And as we wrap up this show, guys, there is an employee pricing event at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership. A 2025 Silverado LD ZR2, get up to $11,300 off MRSP on select models. More details at barrycollin.com or drop by the dealership at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Automall and tell them Chris Pame sent you as well. If you guys would like a personalized video message from yours truly, CDP, I am now on cameo.com. Cameo.com, type in Chris Pame. I can do happy birthday wishes, happy anniversary, congratulations on graduating, pep talk. If you guys want to ask me questions about my talk show, my media work, some of my favorite interviews the last 5.5 years, please book a Cameo today on cameo.com/Chris Pame and look forward to doing your requests. And as we wrap up this show, guys, you can follow me on Blue Sky Social at Live with CDP19 on Blue Sky Social. Again, guys, you can follow Maurtrice Wagner on the social media platforms. You can follow her on Instagram, and she's also on spotlight.com. I have it all there on the graphics before. And she's also on facebook.com if you'd like to follow her. And Maurtrice is also on x.com as well as Maurtrice W on Twitter X. If you're looking to adopt a pet, check out the Cambridge District Humane Society at 1650 Dunbar Road in Cambridge, Ontario. Telephone number 519-623-7722, extension 0, or visit their website, cambridgehumanesociety.org. All the animals that are up for adoption there, including my favorite Pebbles, their profiles are on cambridgehumanesociety.org. And if you're looking to volunteer as a dog walker like I do twice a week, you can fill out a volunteer application form through the Cambridge Humane Society website as well. They do really wonderful work down there. And every Wednesday, for those people that are in the Cambridge area who are struggling financially right now with the high cost of pet food, if you're able to donate dog food, cat food, pet food in general, please consider dropping it off at 1650 Dunbar Road in Cambridge. It's right across from the Cambridge Center Mall. They do wonderful work down there with their homeless furry friends and making sure they get adopted into good homes with good families as well. So check out the Cambridge Humane Society or cambridgehumanesociety.org. Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, again, is live streamed on these platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, Twitch, LinkedIn, and now available on Instagram. And make sure you hit follow and subscribe. You can also view my media work on my website, beacons.ai/Chris D. Palme. Again, Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show is sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet dealership here in Guelph, 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Auto Mall, and you can check out their website at barrycullen.com. You can follow this content creator on TikTok at Chris Palme. I've got more content coming on TikTok, and I want to say thank you to my 950 followers and for everyone viewing my content there as well. StreamYard is the official live stream provider of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. If you're into webinars or live streaming, check out StreamYard.com. They have basic free plans or paid professional plans like I do. And if you're a business that does a lot of webinars, live streaming, check out StreamYard.com and contact the sales department there as well. And yours truly has been with StreamYard for about 4.5 years now, thanks to the Philly sports guy, Jamie Pagley, for getting me hooked up with StreamYard.com. Finally, guys, Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. The audio version is available on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify for podcasters, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Spotify, Castbox, LinkedIn, Pandora, Tuned In, YouTube Music, and Good Pods. And remember to subscribe and follow on those audio platforms as well. You can email Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show at cpalme19@gmail.com. Any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, positive, negative, would be greatly appreciated. And also, if you'd like to tip the host or contribute towards my YouTube channel and my media work, you really like my talk shows and all my media work, and you'd like to contribute, I am on PayPal. Go to paypal.com and type in Chris Palme if you'd like to support my YouTube channel or contribute to my talk show, which I love doing as well, and CDP Media Productions. Speaking of CDP Media Productions, if you're a business looking to advertise on live streaming platforms, I'm on 21 live streaming platforms. I have listeners audio on 46 countries around the world, and I have almost 500,000, that's right, almost 500,000 views on my YouTube channel. You can contact me at cpalme19@gmail.com or DM me on any of my social media pages, as I look forward to advertising and working with your businesses. Advertising needs here on CDP Media Productions and my 3 shows, Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, the Art of the Bounce podcast, and Small Talk podcast. So if you're wanting to advertise your business, check out CDP Media Productions and email me at cpalme19@gmail.com. Finally, guys, you can follow me on Facebook, Threads, Twitter, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, everywhere except for Snapchat. And also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Live with CDP Talk Show. Subscribe and follow and share my YouTube channel there as well. And that is about it. Again, I want to say thank you to everyone watching the show live streamed and also on my audio platforms, and to Barry Cullen Chevrolet for sponsoring this show. And thank you to my guest actress, Maurtrice Wagner, who is from Cleveland, Ohio, who is now in London, England, as an actor and actress. So please consider following Maurtrice Wagner on social media as well. And before we go, I'm going to do a quick shout out to Victoria Rad. She's a real estate agent with True North Group. You can call her at 519-502-5800 cell number, or you can email Victoria at victoriadkw@outlook.com. Victoria Rad is a real estate agent in the Kitchener-Waterloo area with True North Group. And if you're looking for a home, I would highly recommend her. And she also does cut hair at First Choice Haircutters on Paisley, 1005 Paisley Road here in Guelph, Ontario. So I just wanted to do a little quick shout out for her as well. And a quick shout out to one of my upcoming guests, Michelle Renee Keegan. She's going to be on my show Tuesday, August 6th at 12 o'clock. And she's the host of Hollywood Live. She's a radio personality, a talk show host. She's a senior editor and a podcast host. So Michelle Renee Kagan will be on my show on Tuesday, August 6th at 12 o'clock. And that's about it, guys. Again, thank you to everyone watching this live stream and on audio platforms. And again, I do apologize with some Wi-Fi audio issues today, which was out of our control. And that is about it. The Tigers right now were last leading Arizona 4-1 in the fifth inning today, and the Blue Jays were trailing last Orioles 5-4 as well. So that is about it. I'm looking forward to a WWE edition of Live with CDP Sports Entertainment Talk Show tomorrow night, Thursday, July 31st, 8:30, with WWE superfan Nikki Whitehorse and stand-up comedian Cameron Kay at Michigan. So we're going to talk WWE and SummerSlam coming up, and the Argo Bell podcast show this Friday, 7 o'clock, with Nick Small and myself. I hope everybody has a great afternoon, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night for another edition of Live with CDP Sports Entertainment Talk Show, brought to you by Barry Cullen Chevrolet dealership here in Guelph.